Okay, so this is the background, and this follows discussions and emails with ISO about the facilities available. It's now understood that what I'm about to demonstrate and explain is the recommended solution to enabling access to documents for external parties. This is the walkthrough of the problem and the solution. The new ISO document system has a public information folder. Unfortunately, it's not only behind the ISO security layer, it's also only accessible by the group's chairperson, convener, or committee manager, so it's effectively double locked. Now, in the old e-committee system, there's also a public information folder which, in this particular case, does exactly what it says on the tin. It makes documents available to the public, and it's this location that we need to use. When a document's posted to some of the ISO document folders, the general, meetings, resolutions, folders, etc., there's a background process that automatically runs and synchronizes the files from ISO document system to the e-committee system. Unfortunately, the public information folder isn't one of them. So to overcome this obstacle, we have to apply a two-stage process to making documents available. But after the initial setup stage, the process is very simple. So let's go through the setup. First of all, I've logged into eCommittees, and for this demonstration I'm going to focus on the AG1 area. As I previously said, we want to get to the public information folder, but as you can see, when we click on AG1, it doesn't take us anywhere, as the system has now technically been moved to ISO documents. However, we are able to drill down into AG1 if we know the correct URL. There are mechanisms to find the URL, and they're documented elsewhere. So I've already jumped ahead by identifying the URL for AG1, and you can see from the screen now that I'm in AG1 in the library, which has the public information folder. So if we drill down from here, you can see what's already been created. I've already added both an internal and an external labelled folder, but that's just the way AG1 is handling documents to share. Obviously any SC, TC or WG can use whatever administration structure they like. If we look in external, we can see that there are currently two documents available. As just mentioned, there's a setup phase, which is where we are now, and this will make things simpler so that we don't have to remember the URL that just brought us here. I'm going to focus on the external folder shown here, and for this we need to copy this URL. We do this by hovering over the folder, right mouse clicking and selecting the copy link option. Now we move over to ISO documents. And for me, I'm going to use the AG1 member upload area. Again, this is down to personal choice. So from here we're going to set up a direct link from ISO documents here to eCommittees using the URL we've just copied. So click on the plus sign, click on link, give it a title, paste in our link, give it a description if you need one, and press the create button. Once here, just click back on your browser, and there we have it, an easy, quick shortcut to eCommittees. So if we try this now, just by clicking on it, it takes us to exactly the place we want to be. As you can see, the two documents which were saved there previously. And of course, from this moment forward, we're able to create links as we need them, whether it be to the public information folder or something lower, like we've just done here, and we can create them as is necessary. Once back in eCommittees, we can manage these unique documents as we did previously before being migrated to ISO documents. And finally, for these documents, we can copy the links to them and post these on websites, social media feeds, and make them available to whoever needs them wherever they are.